Hello farmers and welcome back to Pallegney on Farming Simulator 25. That is my brand new used John Deere AR sitting right behind me. We got that last episode during the winter sale, I guess you could call it. And yeah, we're going to be putting that to use more so today. And also in our new field. It says field number 35 in the bottom right hand corner. But we did plow this in last episode as well. But as you can see, it does require some lime. And I decided to put oats in here. For a couple reasons. One, I could use the straw off the field and put that into the BGA, and of course getting some electricity methane sold and some digestate as well is not too bad. Two, it's a crop I can plant in March, so why not? And three, well, I could just sell the oats straight up, or, I mean, I don't think I'll have the money by then. Maybe put into the grain mill, but we shall see. We do got a contract going on up in field, I don't know what field it is, but they're working there. Let me see where they're at here. Field 38. So, yeah, borrowed the items for that, and they're up there. The field 38 is over there, and that's field 35. Yeah, whatever. But they're cultivating over there. In our grass field, we got our AgroStar laying down the digestate, and how are they doing here? Looks like they're doing the headland. I'll probably have to do this little part as well. And then, of course, I'll have this part of the grass field. This does not need to be done in March. The grass is still in the harvested state from when I did it last November. So this grass won't be ready until, let's see, March, April. It won't be ready until May. So I got a little time. But in the meantime, yeah, we're going to be working in field number 35. So it does require some lime. I was trying to figure out, is it worth doing? But yeah, of course it's worth doing. Because leasing the Bredal spreader is not that expensive. I was thinking about maybe leasing this, but this only does fertilizer, not lime. So like the cheapest thing I got in the store page for now is leasing this. I have 2 leased items right now. I can lease up to 2 more items, so we're all set. I do want the spreading disc on there to make my life a little bit easier. And yes, we are leasing that. So 2703 will lease that on up. And while we're in the store, let's go ahead and get ourselves our drill. And I'm going to lease a drill that I hope comes up for sale in the future. If I can find, it's going to be the planters. The same one I'm using on Riverview. I don't really usually like using the same equipment on both series at the same time. But this one here for this series would be good because, well, it does all the crop and it would be just one drill, if that makes sense. And of course, you know, does fertilizing as well. So let's go ahead and grab that. Fertilizing unit. Wait, I kind of forgot. Does this field have... This field is fully fertilized, so I don't need to get the fertilizer tanker. So we're just going to say no. I think on the other series, I'm using the Valtra, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Massey Ferguson. And we'll leave the color the same. It's all right. So, yep, this is going to be leased as well for, ouch, 55.59. Well, it is what it is. Can't do much about it. All right, let's hop into our John Deere AR. Fire up the engine. And yeah, we'll spread the lime first, of course. And then we'll drill the field worth of oats. I'm going to have to buy some lime, of course. How much am I going to need? Have no idea. 7,000 liters? But I don't think I can do 7,000. It's going to be either 6 or 8 because it comes in what, 2,000 liter containers, doesn't it? I don't have the seed hut down yet on the farm, so yeah, we're just going to have to buy the pallets. I do got some seed at the farm, so I'm hoping that when I plant that I can just use the seed that's there, and if I have to get extra after that, then so be it. So get to work in our new field today, and yeah, no contract work for me anyways, at least I don't think so. Just going to be mainly focused on that field and getting it planted. Of course, when it comes to harvest time, yeah, we're going to have to probably lease a harvester, but it's getting to the point of, you know, is it worth planting the field? I'm leasing a lot of stuff just to do one particular field. If I do consumables, lime, yeah, 2,000 per container. So I'm just going to get 4. I don't think I need that many, but then whatever's left over, we'll unload it and we'll have it for another time. And it's lime, right? It's 1,800 bucks. Let's go around and grab that. Now, of course, last episode was great. We went through winter, sold a lot of cheese. Probably sold, yeah, I think we did put a lot of silos bales through the BGA. But it's going to be a while now that I bring in some big cash. Because, well, we don't have any silage bales. We don't even have any bales fermenting. They won't be cut until May, and that means those bales won't be ready. I think I did this last episode, but I got to count. Let's see. You see, May. So June, July. They won't be ready until August. So I'm not going to be putting anything through the BGA until August. A long ways away. I just realized this probably doesn't even going to hold 8 bags, is it? Or, sorry, 8,000 liters. It probably will. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. And, of course, the goat's cheese, the best time to sell that is October. It does peak here and there, so if we, if the price looks really, really good, then we'll go ahead and sell some cheese if the means look good. But yeah, with no money coming in, that means the sale page better not tease me with stuff and not having the money. Because I went ahead and bought the field, which was 206,000. So, I mean, if I didn't buy the field, well then it'd just be sitting here for another year not getting used, right? So I figured last episode, let's go ahead and buy it and actually start getting some crop off it. And, we're almost 40 hours into this Let's Play. At least I almost got 40 hours on the map. And it'd be good to start actually getting to where we're drilling fields and harvesting fields. But hopefully this upcoming next winter, the goat cheese should really be in full swing. Now, the goat pen is full of 179 goats. But only 100 of them right now are giving us milk. The other 79 are, well, the newborns, basically. Maybe the first set is adolescent. But I think they're mostly all newborns. So we're going to have to wait almost another year before the other 79 goats start producing milk. I think they got to be 18 months old before they start producing milk. So yeah, we got a ways to go. But in the meantime, those other 100 goats, they're going to be producing a lot of goat milk. And of course, we'll be making a lot of goat cheese. So when October comes, we should see a pretty darn good payday, I hope. Yeah, so I already used, 2,000 liters of lime? But now that we own this field, I mean, eventually this field here, I think, will become the main farmyard. At least that was my initial goal when I came here to Pallegney. And I started off with the grass field behind us. I was like, yep, this field here, we can turn this into our farmyard. Right now, we got the little space down over the hill, but that's probably going to be our production building area, since we got our BGA and, of course, our dairy production there. I don't really want to go too production heavy, but then again, I think I say this on every Let's Play that I do, and I end up having like 5 or 6. But I mean, getting the grain mill is a good one on this map, because not only does it do the grain for flour, but also will do the oil as well. Just realized I did plow this field, but looks like we got some hail damage since I plowed the field. And is it not accepting the lime? It doesn't look like it accepts the lime where the hail damage is, which is kind of weird, because I mean the lime is still going on top of the soil. So why not be accepted when I go? Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I do got the plow still leased over there. I probably should return that, because really, being in March, most of the fields, like I'm doing, are getting planted. So not many fields are required to be plowed at this point. They either got crop in it from last fall, or they are getting planted. So maybe I should return that. Or I could take the plow. We'll see how much lime I got left. If I got enough lime, or I don't know. I'm actually going through the lime pretty good. I guess I am glad I bought 8,000 liters worth. Maybe what I'll do is take the plow and go over to these lime areas, hail damaged areas, and plow them up and actually get the lime into the ground. So probably when it comes time to harvest this field, I'll probably lease the cheapest harvester there is, so I can try to benefit most off the field as I can. Why go with the smallest and not like a decent one? Well, it's only one field, and yeah, it's not like I'm going to be in a rush to do it. So just, I'll either get a worker to harvest it, and I could go do something else or whatever that day. But either way, I don't really need to be getting a decent-sized combine. I think I did activate is it the New Holland T32? That modded combine for 25. It used to be in the base game all the time, but I think this year it's in as a mod. And I think that combine is like one of the cheap... Well, I'm pretty sure there's other cheaper combines out there on the mod hub, but I think for harvesting this field, it'll probably work out just fine. I wonder if I got lime down over at the BGA. I might have. May not be enough to finish off this field, but if lime's there, I might as well go ahead and use it. Let's go see if I got some lime at the farm. Now you can see the goat cheese starting to pile up. We got that 7 pallets. Let's see, I got seed, I got fertilizer, but I do not have any lime. That is fertilizer, right? Probably a lot of you are saying, how do you not know the pallets? Well, after a while, I always use, I used to use Alien Jim's seed huts, but now I'm using Omatana's seed huts. So I usually just buy in bulk from the huts and not usually see the pallets. So sometimes the pallets... I don't see them that often, so it's like, that is fertilizer, right? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. I get used to it now. Sometimes. Maybe get a couple more pallets? Oh, yeah. Are the goats... Yeah, it seems like there's a patch in the middle of that grass field where the goats are like, yeah, we're not going there. It's like the Bermuda Triangle or something, that they don't want to cross that area. Let me go ahead and grab this plow. And actually, I'll probably buy 3 more bags of lime, just to be sure. So let me just be sure also that the lime's not being accepted there where the hail damage is. And yeah, it is not. Now, the direct drill planter that we leased, that would fix the problem also, getting rid of the hail damage. But, of course, the lime requirement would still be there. Oh, yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned, but that cultivating contract that's going on, it's going to pay us, well, I think it was $7,000-ish. But since I borrowed the items, may drop it down to like $6,000. Right, where else is the hail damage? Way down at the other side, but I think there might be another spot over here also at the edge of the field. No, you can definitely see the hail damage in a distance. There's that. And yeah, like I said, I'll probably, I'll keep the plow for the rest of the month, but I'm not going to keep it for another month. Because at that point, it's not really necessary. All the fields should, if they wanted to be plowed, they should have done before April. And is there any more hail damage? Don't think so. I think that's going to do it. So let me go ahead and I'll just drop the plow off right behind me. And let's grab that burrito spreader and go get some more bags of lime. So yeah, very happy with how the winter went for us. Getting a large tractor like this. And of course we can upgrade it to a bigger engine in the future. That is not against the rules. We just have to buy from the used section, but once we have the equipment, I can customize it to whatever I see fit. So yeah, we can upgrade this up to like a 420 horsepower engine, I do believe. And for, I say early on in the series, I mean, we're getting close to pretty, I think, is this episode 20? Or 21? Might be episode 21. But yeah, getting it where we are, this size tractor is going to be very good. It should do most of what we need to do for the size fields that we do have. 3 more bags in the back. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, I should just go ahead and buy the Omatana seed hut just to put it down. I can always move it later on. I do have the mod that allows me to move placeables, but really that hut is, you know, rather cheap. Even though if I don't want to move it, I could just sell it and put another one down. Trying to get the most coverage as I can. Hopefully I can get this all mostly in one pass. If I happen to leave a little strip somewhere, then it's not the end of the world, because most of the field will have been lime covered. And looks like I got more than enough to get the field done. But it's going to be nice to see crop growing in a field and say, that's our field. That's our crop. Grass doesn't get too exciting now, does it? Except for when you're putting the silage bales in the BGA and then you're getting paid for the electricity and methane that you just sold. Yeah, grass work after a while, though, because you do cut the grass 4 times a year. Well, you can cut the grass up to 4 times a year. I think someone told me you can actually get 5 cuts per year, but my brain didn't quite do the math on that myself. But yeah, most of the time you can get 4 cuts a year. I say most of the time you can easily get 4 cuts a year out of it. That much I do know, because that's what we do get on our grass fields. And yeah, this year should be a little bit quicker doing the grass work, because usually with the AgroStar I had to, of course, cut the grass, put the mowers away, then grab the baler, and then go back around the field. But now with 2 tractors, the John Deere AR can do the mowing, which is going to help out quite a bit, because the AgroStar did struggle a little bit sometimes with the butterfly mower and the front mower, as you would expect. So yeah, the John Deere will be doing the mowing, and then I'll have one of the Franks behind me and the AgroStar doing the baling. So the grass work, I just cut my grass work time down to half, basically. There'll be like 1 pass in the grass field, and then when I turn around and look, it's like, oh, there's grass bales everywhere. And then I just got to go ahead and then wrap them on up. All right, now let's just cover where the hail damage was. And it looks like winter all over again. I think I'm just going to drop the lime pallet up here. Don't know what side it's going to spit it out on, but I want to go to the left, so that means it's going to unload probably to the right. And of course it did. Alright, we'll bring the lime spreader back to the farm. Back to the farm. I'm so used to just thinking everything's mine. This is not Riverview. We'll bring this back up to the store, and we'll grab the planter. And yeah, we'll go down and we'll grab the seed at the BGA. One thing I may have to do is I may have to go, I think it was last episode, I should try to count how many grass bales I actually brought over to the goats for them to get to the winter. That way next year I can bring maybe as many as are required, because they did get all the way through the winter with, I don't want to say with ease, but we had a good amount of bales. Weren't really left over. They're all pretty much used up because the pens taken from them all equally, so they weren't all full bales. I didn't really have that much seed there. I mean, it was a pallet and, well, it was like a pallet and a half that was there. But all equaled out to be like one pallet, because I think it's 1,000 liters per pallet. I should just say we got 1,000 liters out of it. We'll see if 1,000 liters is enough. So again, you may not be watching my Riverview series, but this is a modded planter that's on the Mod Hub. It is a direct planter, or a direct drill, however you want to say it. So you don't need to cultivate or plow a field beforehand. You just go right on in and replant. But this planter will do everything that a seed drill and planter can in base game. So that's why I can do oats in a planter. It'll also plant like cotton and all that kind of stuff from a planter, so it's very nice. The only thing that is different is I did modify the working speed. So it's a working width of 11 meters, but the mod itself comes as a working speed of 7, and I edited the XML file so I could plant at 11. 7 just seemed a little bit on the slow side for my liking, so I tweaked it a bit. And this is why it'd be good for the farm, like I said earlier, because if I want to do cereal crop, I can with it. If I decide to put down like sunflowers or canola, or, well, wait, canola I can think to do with the... I'm all confused now, 25, because I think soybeans in 22 could have been, mostly we're done with a seed drill, but now you need a planter for that, not a seed drill. But yeah, you know, I can plant whatever I like, pretty much, other than veggies. When I mean other than veggies, other than the red beet, parsnips, and carrots. I will do the spinach, green beans, and peas, which, no, I don't plan on getting to in this series at all. But you never know. you just never know what's going to come up for sale, right? So I would say I hope I get like $20,000 worth of crop off this field after everything I'm going to be putting into it, because let's see, I put lime down, rented this bridle spreader. So overall, that was probably like, what, $8,000 worth of leasing and putting lime in. Then I leased this. Then went to lease the harvester. By the time I put all the money into this field, that's going to be like $12,000, $13,000 worth of money I'm putting into this field. So, yeah, but $20,000 worth of oats? That's going to be like 40,000 liters. Can I get 40,000 liters off this field? Actually, today was, someone in my live stream was talking about, they had a small field of, I can't remember if it was green beans or peas, but it was one of the new veggies. It wasn't spinach, but it was either green beans or peas. And they leased a harvester, then sold the crop, and, yeah, let's just say there wasn't, the selling of the crop didn't, was lower than the cost of leasing the equipment. So, taking all that time to do all that work and actually losing money, it sucks. So if I break even, you know, I guess it's the entertainment value that the episode brings of harvesting. Yeah, hopefully we can get like 40,000. Well, you know what? I'm going to get the straw too. I don't want to forget about the straw. Let's not forget about the straw. The straw will go into the BGA. So yeah, I should make a profit, I would think. The straw is not as profitable at like silage is to the BGA, but it's still going to bring money in that way too. So yeah, if I can get like 10 to 15,000 worth of oats, and then get some more money off the straw, then that would be great. So let's see, I did one headland and I used about 300 liters of seed. So it seems like I'm going to get like 90% of the field done before I run out of seed. Does that seem about right? Seems like it's going to be right in that general vicinity. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to keep on making circles around the field. And hope I have enough. If not, well, then I'll either put down a seed hut by Omatana, and maybe I'll just plop it over here. I don't know how much of the land I own by the goat's pen over here, but it looks like a nice little flat spot. Maybe I can place it there, and we'll put just enough in to get the field done. Well, I was close. I said about 90% of the field. Maybe 80% of the field is what we're going to get done. Well, let's see how much one... I forgot how much the huts cost, but they're not that expensive. I think it's under... containers? Yes. Let's see. There's one I don't want to... I don't want the cheap. I want the... It's only $2,000? I thought there were more than that. Well, I think I can afford $2,000. Can I... Land not owned by me. Well, I was kind of hoping to be... Oh, wait a minute. I can put it... Oh, wait. Right here is good? Yep, you think? Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. Ground deformation a little bit there. Let's go ahead and smooth that out. There we go. That way I don't have to keep buying all the pallets all the time. I know there's a lot of players out there that like to buy the pallets at the store rather than having a hut like this. Seed, real quick. Yep, 369 liters. That's more than enough. But it's already been double fertilized for us. We plowed it, so we're not going to get any weeds into it this year. Got lime on it. So other than mulching and rolling, which, as most of you know, I do not do unless it's on a very small map. The last time I did mulching and rolling was on Solyndra. And that was a while ago. To me, it just seems like a lot of effort to get that last 5%. But that's just me. So our cultivating contract has finished up, so we'll collect on that. And of course, the AgroStar finished fertilizing the field a while ago also. And I just want to finish up fertilizing that field. And I'll probably go on to the month of April and see what's going on. Yeah, I think the grain mill I would like definitely to have. Probably, well, it would be this year, but it would be after I sell the cheese in October at best. Of course, it also depends on when I have the money, if something is for sale that I could definitely use. Because we've been rather lucky. As we know, we got all the grass stuff that we need to make silage bales. Now we just got to work on some sort of drill or planter and a harvester. I do need a grain trailer still, but that's something that you always can just lease the day of harvesting, and those aren't that expensive per se to lease. I think I'm just going to return the planter with a seed in it. It's only like 250 liters, so we're talking about $100 or so. I just hate having pallets around my farm. That's why I like the seed hut so much. Alright, so before I return the cultivator on the contract, let me just see. There is another cultivating job, but yeah. There is a plowing contract that did come up. Do I want to do that? Well, let me go ahead and collect on this. So 6,626. We will return. Nope, not farmland. That's the wrong button. I want vehicles. Leased. So the Massey Ferguson Momentum 24. That's the planter that we just used. We will return that. Yes. The Bredal spreader. We can return that. Yes. I should get my tractor off my planted field. That'd be good. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to plow the field either. I kind of just want to move on to April. Get some more foliage on the trees. Let me get into the farming season. I mean, the goat agrees. You hear the goat saying, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. It's late at night. That's what happens. So right now I'm just going to park my AR right here in case I want to grab that plow. And yes, I'm sure you missed that section of the field down here. Let's see. Yeah, like always, down here. Ooh, did you use the digestate? Am I almost out of digestate? No, I got 212,000 liters. I might be getting mixed up with my tanker on Riverview, because I got the same slurry tanker on Riverview, so maybe I'm thinking that one is the one that's full. Well, we'll use what we have here, then go back to the farm, and I say back to the farm, it's just right across the other side of the trees there. So even after leasing everything, by doing one contract, I got the money back up to almost where we were. I wonder why the AI worker will not work in this field. I do have Courseplay finally downloaded. I tried using it on Riverview the other day, and the first time I went to use it, the worker got stuck before he even got started. I got stuck on a fence trying to get working on a headland to begin with. So, yeah, so I really haven't used Courseplay as of yet. I got to get used to it again because, you know, I haven't used it since FS22, which was 4 months ago. Might as well fill this right on up. Yeah, we got tons of digestate left. Tons and tons. But again, I'm not going to get any more digestate until next August. But August, which is a ways off. But luckily, I just need the digestate for the grass fields. Again, let's get to a bird's eye view because it's the best way to see where you've been and have not been. You can probably barely see the shade difference. Well, I guess, again, that all depends on what kind of resolution you're watching on or the size screen that you have. Got a little spot right here. Oh, and someone was trying to tell me as well about the last collectible. I got one more collectible to find. And they asked me if I had found the one on the ground. And I couldn't remember. I think I found the one. All of mine been on walls or a table. I'm not sure I found one on the ground yet. So, I mean, if I haven't found the one on the ground, apparently there's a collectible, which, you know, they're all posters or pictures. So, apparently there's one on the ground. So if you're out there looking for them, you might want to start looking on the ground itself. At least that's what I was told. Yeah, we even lucked out. I forgot when we got the slurry tanker here, but we lucked out getting this. And I almost passed it up because I saw the slurry tanker. I'm like, why would I want the slurry tanker? I don't have any animals that give me slurry. Then my brain, my right side of my brain smacked the left side of my brain and said, you got a BGA making digestate, dummy. Oh, yeah. I could use that. So, caught it in time before it left the sale page. Saving us a whole bunch of cash on fertilizer. So I don't know how much we're going to get for the straw when I put it through. But we get what we get. This will be the time when we go to bed here very shortly. We're going to wake up in April and there'll be a harvester for sale and be like, yeah, well, I don't have the money. I mean, we have seen a harvester for sale before. I think it was last season. Of course, I was nowhere near financially set to buy a harvester. And it was one of the big harvesters too, so it wasn't like one of the cheapest harvesters in the store. I think it was one of the case ones. Was it maybe it was the AF11? I don't remember now. But for some reason I think it was the case. And I can already see the comments come in. You should buy this tractor. You should buy that tractor or a harvester. We can only buy from the used section, so first come, first serve is what it's going to be. There we go. So our grass field should look all nice and double fertilized. Ta-da and ta-da. Like I said, it's late at night, so yeah, I'm getting a little more crazier than usual. And yeah, I'm still parking all my stuff over here, mostly in the forest. I got permission from the National Forest Service, if they have National Forest Service in France. I'm not too sure, but that's where that's going. Yeah, as for plowing that field, I don't feel up to it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's, I mean, was it 4,000? 4,000 is 4,000. But we do plenty of that. And kind of today, I wanted to just kind of stay focused on our fields. Or I should say our, I said fields plural, our field, which we did, even though we had a worker do a contract. Unless a good high-paying one comes up. And I don't think so. Store page, same stuff that was in there since I last looked. So let's go ahead and slow down time. And yeah, we don't have to worry about the goats. They got plenty of meadow grass to get them through until fall now. Yep, let's sleep until 8 o'clock. Sound like it's raining. As long as there's no hail, I'm good to go. Oh, I kept a plow overnight, didn't I? Oh, well, okay, I got it for another month, apparently. Boy, they're really just selling these mowers left and right. I got the front mower. I got the butterfly mower. And now they just got one of the side mowers, which I don't need. But that's fine. As for contracts, to start off with, there are some hoeing contracts. I do own a hoe, so I can go ahead and get those going. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fast forward for the first hour, because that will allow all the other contracts to spawn on the page. Seems like you got to go past the first, within the first hour. I just fast forward an hour, so a lot of them start popping up. Mowing, weeding. So I'll probably take on these hoeing contracts. And like I said, I got my own hoe. That sounds weird. But I'll take both of those contracts and I'll get them done in between episodes, I do believe. Bill wrapping deadwood, mowing, I could even do that, but no, we're not going to do that. And we're just going to go over here and have a look at our lovely oat field. And look at that, it has germinated. Yeah, it needs rolling, but like I said, that's one thing I don't do. 95% yield, so the best I'm going to get it. While I'm here, let me go ahead and return that plow. Because, yeah, who knows? That may come up for sale, which would be nice. Plow, return. Yeah, I don't want to return our auto-loading trailer because that's what I use to get the goat's milk down to the dairy production. Which, let's run over and see how we're doing on the goat's milk. I'm guessing we got like 2.5 pallets. I think that's what I've been getting per month from them. They still got some leftover grass bales here, so they're slowly going through that. So there's 1, there's 2, and yeah, there's a third one, so half full. I mean, getting there. It's a quarter full. So 2.25. And yeah, if we come on down here, we did have some more goat's milk that was being processed while we were planting last month. So do we got a full stockpile out here? Yes, we do. We got 8,000 liters plus. Well, not enough for another pallet. But let's have a look at our stock market page, shall we? Because that's a good indication of what we have. So if I did need some money, I could sell that today and get, well, it says 15,000. But don't forget, I would get a 20% bonus from selling at our farm stand. So if I wait till the peak time, I would get 16,005. So yeah, I'm not losing that much value-wise in selling the goat cheese today. But I think, of course, we'll just hang on to it because you just never know. But the longer we go throughout the summer, the price is going to drop. Actually, the best, if I want to see even better how the goat milk's price, goat cheese price goes up through the year. Yeah, it's showing September. Low time is 16.34. High time is 19.12. September, January, roughly about the best time to sell that. So, I don't know. We will get there. And, of course, our grass field's looking good. That'll be mowed next month. And, of course, that could be next episode where we cut the grass. Because I don't have any of my own field work to do, just contracts. But anyways, that's where we are currently. So it's kind of nice just working in our own field today and not being grass work. So that's a good change of pace for us. But yeah, we'll get some more contracts done. That's where still a lot of our money is going to be coming from in the meantime. And also, yeah, we'll keep an eye on the store page. I mean, I can't afford too much. But yeah, you never know. You just never know what might come up. Be like, yeah, we could use that in the future. Don't need it now, but definitely in the future we will need it. So getting our John Deere AR a little bit of a workout today, and it was, like I said, kind of nice to get this done. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. If you made it this far to the video, thanks for watching all the way through. If you're still here, and if you haven't done so and you want to help me out, hitting that thumbs up button does more than you know. Thumbs down button's there as well. You can hit that if you like to, but leave a comment as to why so I can make the episodes better for you next time. But no one ever leaves a comment as to why. And if you're new here, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. That's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Pallegney. But until then, have a good one.